Hello and welcome back to Let's Play CK2 Charlemagne as the still tribal kingdom of Era. In the last episode we made a pretty successful push into Wales. We took this county with a claim, then with a fabricated claim rather, and then invited a claimant to the rest of the duchy, granted him the newly conquered county, and then pushed his claim. So we ended up with this whole chunk of land here, all neatly under this one vassal, who unfortunately has an opinion penalty because he's a feudal ruler and we're tribal, but it's not a big deal. It's got some kind of civil war going on there as well, but we don't have to worry about that. We're also nominally involved in this holy war that West Francia is fighting to take Barcelona, which we probably won't actually participate in, but we will watch with interest. And also the Pope gave us some money because we are technically involved, which is nice. We'll probably just spend it right now on upgrading to Stonehill Fort 4, why not? Sounds good. Maybe upgrade something here. Earth Hill Fort. Okay. We'll keep the rest of it in case we need it for something in particular. Okay. So, out of interest, how many counties do we need to form the Kingdom of Wales? There are 10, so we would need 6. We'd actually only need 2 more. Though, of course, we don't actually want to form the kingdom, at least until we have an empire title, because we are still under Gavelkind succession, and we would lose it if we had more than one son. And obviously we can't change from Gavelkind succession until we reform from being tribal into feudalism or merchant republic. And I probably will go with feudalism rather than merchant republic because just because I'm currently running another series where I'm playing as a republic, so 2 would maybe be a bit excessive. For me at least, maybe you would like to see that, but I have to play them. And I'd rather play a feudal and a republic game instead of 2 republic games. So I hope that's okay. And we are kind of far off from being able to form an empire. If we want to form a new empire rather than the Empire of Britannia, which would be kind of inappropriate for us to do as Ireland, I think. And I want to click these new buttons, so that's the empire I want to form. It's really the prestige requirement that is going to be a big problem. Okay, Berich Unil Nigilik has died comatose in bed, in the Queen of West Francia's bed, of course. Which I guess ends our alliance with them, but we're still in this holy war. I'm starting to think Orla might fancy me. Well, at least this is somebody different. She's not married to my son, so it's probably still not appropriate, but I guess we may as well in this situation. Gave her a good tumble. It's good to be the king. I'm now known as the Kind. How nice. I don't look very kind. I look like a mean old man. That's okay. My beloved brother is concerned he's still not married. Okay. That's fine. I'll find him someone nice. Maybe the Queen of West Francia? She's probably married again already. Princess of Asturias. Or the Princess of Lombardy. Let's marry him to the Princess of Asturias. Really make sure we have a lot of familial ties with Asturias, why not? We'd like to help them out in their holy wars, if they have any. It looks like West Francia doesn't really need our help. They have 5,500, and I guess Middle Francia here is also involved. The Umayyads have only 3,800, so probably not going to go well for them. Though the Arabian Empire here, or Abbasids, are involved too. So if they get their troops over, no doubt they can swing things in the favor of the Muslims on that one. Our puny amount of troops probably aren't going to help too much either way. Which is what I tell myself to make myself feel better about not actually helping. That's probably fairly true. So we can create those duchy titles, but no reason to yet. I can gain one marshal. History is a subject that has always fascinated you, and you have spent the last few weeks studying the campaigns of Alexander the Great. Alright, this is because we somehow picked up Craven, and I forget how. I was annoyed about it, I know that much. And we're able to take the ambition to improve marshal, so yeah. Actually, that's a good reason for us to go on some hunts. We could lose Craven. Bishop died. We're up to 16% in this holy war. Is there sieging holdings down there? And there is a army from Africa. Let me finish my stone hill fort and wooden hill fort. And I can actually adopt feudalism now. But I'm not sure if it's actually a good idea to do that, because it only upgrades my capital to a castle, and the rest of my lands would stay as feudal until they're upgraded. Or stay as tribal, rather. So I think we want to get everything upgraded, or at least a good chunk of it. And we'd still have all these tribal vassals who would then dislike us. So some of those are getting up towards being upgraded, so we probably do want to wait a little while before doing that. My stone hill fort is fully done, of course. Let's make a reinforced hill fort here. Okay, so somebody died in Tyrone. An open chancellor position. This guy, okay. I can fabricate claims over here. And the Duke of de Hubarth might actually pass from my realm in succession. When is that? He has the duchy and the county, so he must be the heir to... His heir is a Count of Lyon. Heir to the Duchy of de Hubarth, so he must be heir to something else, is that what it is? And then if he inherits something else first? I don't know. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do about it in any case, so no point really worrying about it until or unless it happens. I have another unmarried brother. I'll marry him to the Queen of West Francia. Sure. Why not? Well, because then she can press his claim, I guess, but we're allies. She wouldn't do that. May as well make things interesting. We have righteous imprisonment on the chief down here. Of Tuavuin. Well, I guess we will try and imprison him, and if he should manage to escape, we have reason to revoke his county, which we can do, and then keep it because we are below our domain limit. So, yeah, let's do that. Oh, what a shame, he's raised his flag in rebellion. We'll get there on the 3rd of October, we'll get out in time. Another righteous imprisonment against the Chief of Tyrone. Alright, well, we'll deal with these one thing at a time. I think the only county that doesn't have a river crossing here... Oh, actually, every county doesn't have a river crossing. I think they may have changed the river crossings in this area. seem to recall you used to have to go in through Tyrconnell to get into this province without crossing a river. But apparently no longer. Okay, so sieging this holding should get us there pretty well. And you should really fight this army before they take back that holding. Okay, we have somebody who claims he would be a better marshal. He would be, but the bishop is landed, so I will refuse. Caring for the sick and infirm is one of the duties of charity. There are people in our court that needs our help. Virgil here can like us better, or can gain the trait humble. Sure. We'll gain humble. It seems fine. Yeah, definitely no need to call in West Francia into this war against a single county here. Would be a little excessive, I feel. Okay, we're good at reinforcing our troops. And we win this war, so now we should be able to revoke his title for no opinion penalty except with him himself. And now we're at 9 out of 10 on our domain limit. So that's pretty good. Pretty large domain. Only 4 counties in Ireland that we do not directly own. So that's good. And he's going to ask me if I can teach him more about the subjects he lacks knowledge of. Okay. Seems fine. Or we could also raise a tribal army, but I think I'd rather spend my prestige on upgrading stuff. Maybe? Well, I don't really need to, I suppose. It does convert into equivalent upgrades. I think if it's at least level 2, it will convert to an equivalent upgrade. Level 1, I guess, doesn't convert into anything. Okay. Looks like this civil war that's going on over here is not really going anywhere. Oh, it looks like actually Deheubarth is going to win. They have help from Ergila over here, so they're actually going to win the war for them, it looks like. That's nice. That doesn't really matter. We have a new guy in charge here who does not have the plus 100 from us pressing his claim, so just have to make sure we keep him relatively happy. Yep, he won that war. He's at 41, so he's pretty much fine. We can give him an honorary title, I suppose. Not the designated regent. My prisoner is complaining. Who is this? Kinswoman's husband. Oh, I guess I'll just ransom him. Don't know why he's imprisoned in the first place. Okay, West Francia still doing pretty well in their holy war down here. My court chaplain, my son, oh no, died of pneumonia. Well, that's not really very good. Now my heir is my 2-year-old grandson, Okay, well, let's hope I don't die anytime soon. Get a new court chaplain. Send him off to Rome immediately. More technology. And it seems that my interest in Judaism has come to the attention of one of its practitioners within the realm. We met and have had the most fruitful discussions about theology and other matters. I've made a friend with my Jewish courtier. That's nice. So we also have righteous imprisonment on the chief of Tir Owen. And we could do the same thing there. Attempt to imprison him and then revoke his title too. And put us at our domain limit. Seems reasonable. And we'll probably have to give some of these counties away eventually. Tribal gives us +2 domain size, so if we reform to feudal, we'll lose at least 2, but we can always just do that at the time it's appropriate. So let's try and imprison him. And he's raised his flag in rebellion too. How unfortunate. Gonna get there on the 23rd. We will escape. And we will catch him and obviously win the battle, and again, and then we'll siege his county. Mostly just keep an eye on this holy war. Looks like they're winning battles down there too. Another courtier might fancy me. Okay. Why not? It's good to be the king. That's 30%. Mostly from their occupations, it looks like. They lost a big battle. Apparently. Still winning though. And it seems like West Francia is taking his army away. Is he involved in another war? No, he's not. Being raided. Don't tell me you're taking the largest part of your army away from your front lines just to chase away some Vikings. Seems like a terrible idea. Let's see if we can ransom you. Sounds good. And almost finished with this siege. And our shipbuilding is better in Tuavuan. Yep, we accept. Then we will revoke your title. Since he's a traitor, my vassals will not object, and there we go, 10 out of 10 domain. 10 out of 10 would revoke again. So, I think we actually could go and help in this holy war. But maybe not by actually fighting. If we raised our levies and went down and raided him, that would get us a lot more money and prestige, and would probably distract his armies a bit, if he even has many armies left. Where am I looking? He doesn't really have a lot of armies. So, yeah, that would definitely be helping, right? And it would get us a lot of prestige and money. Sounds like a pretty good idea to me, but I'll have to wait and do it next time because we're just about out of time here. So thanks for watching and join me again next time.